habits. You need to break yourself up if you want to speculate. Let's get right back to
Now, if we take a look
ineffective
at, like I said,
speculators.
his name
Another thing they do, they buy cheap stuff. I'm back,
Why is that?
and I got 5 more bad habits. You need to break yourself up if you want to speculate like a pro. Let's get right back to ineffective speculators. Another thing they do, they buy cheap stocks because they assume every
cliche is that if you don't
natural
learn
gas,
how,
those are not
you're
specific, right?
bound
You're not
to
just saying
repeat it.
those are
Let
natural
me
resources.
take you back
So
a
with
little
everybody,
bit.
and you now have the Bank of
Essentially
Japan,
between
England, America,
1914
Chinese
and
apparently
1920, we had
loosening up
bank
everybody
deposits
is
doubled
now
the size.
loosening the
So
money
we had
supply, printing money.
Hi, I'm Max Kaiser. This is the Kaiser Report.
We also had a relatively low discount interest rate where banks borrowed from the federal government. It was a lot more important factors
Better,
the
shortages of nearly all commodities developing, and I'm going to make money in the commodities. If the economy does get better, print a lot more money, place to be, and we'll have
I was just saying, I told you this has been happening for weeks. All we do is search stuff online. And we use several different search engines, but start page stuff just proxies. And if someone in the world is watching us, right, we hope technology is watching us, learning that they're complicit, fixing our searches, documents saying they're killing us. Of course they can't have me on air dominating. And I'm dominating all over the web now. We're being censored everywhere.
Everything in the world
I have confirmed that people are
maybe the U.S. dollar will go up initially, but probably everything would be hit in the shock that made it worse. So I own gold. I'm not selling my gold.
The crash of Lehman Brothers. It was a discussion on my side of the former chancellor.
What the Fed is doing is simply guaranteeing that
most people don't understand
the 0% interest rates prevent.
And perhaps you know Venus Project, you know the Free Gold Charter organization, you know perhaps the books and the stories of Gene Roddenberry, Star Trek, where we live in a world without money. I can tell you it is possible. But the problem we are facing is how can we get there? And all that we have to know is it happens in our minds. We have to push the right switches and then we will find the path.
Okay guys, here we go. Hello to another FM Signals info show. My name is still Damir Galch from good old Germany, and you're welcome to another 48 hours technical analysis and synthesis. Today I'm choosing the pound New Zealand dollar, so analyze the stuff again. It's still yours. Okay, here we are, here we go. It's 1928 Central European time, 1828 London time on 4th 4th April 2012, and all about that 5:28 in the morning in Wellington. However, here's the 5-minute chart of pound New Zealand dollar, and I'm writing something on my paper here, but here now what I want to tell you before we started with technical analysis, because the markets are very shaggy at these days, all this week. Okay, of course it's the new month, new quarter, and the market are acting even like an airplane which are flying through air holes. So yes, let me talk, or let me telling you, imagine you this this analogy, because in my opinion the markets, of course, and the market participants are searching, unknowing even for a new story, for a new, how to say in English, catalysator here for the next quarter and the next days perhaps, or until the end of the year, summertime. However, even to buy or sell or to go long short in which asset you want, in my opinion. So bonds, equities, commodities, and of course currencies. So if you follow me with this actuality scenario, analyze the stuff again, it's yours. You've got yes, two options to search, figured out which asset or bond will be here after the air holes. Yes, the chosen one if you want. Even cause the air holes means, in my opinion, to stay in the analogy, even that we will lose and create new colorations, how to say, yes, intermarket analysis, so bonds, equities, however, yes, but I don't want to go so much into detail in this case. That should be another, perhaps, great idea for another FM Signals scenario commentary. But today, or in the next days, weeks, analyze the stuff again, it's still yours. I will choose the second option, in my opinion, and this is even be focusing yourself, break it down, even on crossfade. So perhaps, for example, here I'm choosing today pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar looks for me pretty bullish, but on the other side, pound US dollar. Yesterday, if I'm not wrong, yes, I uploaded a short signal. So today here a long signal in pound New Zealand dollar, but I would still stay short in pound US dollar. However, analyze the stuff again, is still yours. I'm hoping you could following my conclusions. However, let's break it down and start with the technical analysis. Pound New Zealand dollar. Here we go. Here we see the 76.4 high low of the yearly basis. Yes, FIBO line. And interesting, in my opinion, are here these two lines. These two lines are from the end of February. The pink one, and the second one here. We see it here from end of March. So here we can go. Nice master back. Here we see here holds middle March. This line holds. Cut their function, and here it is. End of February, as the line started. So here, we've 24 February to 29. We've got also another line. It's very low, but not interesting for the next 48 hours or next week. So, in my opinion, a very interesting area here. By the way, the second line, the deep blue line here, also perhaps you remembered video from last week or a week before. I'm not surely when it was here, as I wrote, if I'm not wrong, round about here. Trading capability long, to go long in this price area, and I would still stay with this trading capability. So if you're long in the last 10 days here, so I would stay long, or if you take profits wherever you want. The target was, of course, here if you remember, here, yes, there are the targets. So, and I'll still target. So if you take your profit or took your profit here once again, I would do it proudly once again. So how it's Uh, so how? So uh, so okay. The question is of course how. Oh, excuse me here, I'm not alone here in my office. So okay, let's concentrate. Get back. Now I lost my red. How to say my red path. However, now I'm back. Yes, of course. Here the trading compatibility, or it seems for me here it's another or still a great buy area. So I would proudly prefer to buy here in this area round about 94. So, but or even buy at once. So my first option, I would still prefer to go long in this area. Buy here. Best case scenario round about 84, but you can buy also right here right now. But I'm still afraid here if we see yesterday, yes, here it is, yes. I hoped yesterday that we break through and go here to this area, even the highs of last week. So, but we've got here this little crash yesterday, so or little sell-off. So that could happen today or this week also. So I would proudly prefer here to buy the cross rate round about 94, even of these two lines or trends here. So yes, and so I'm pretty or slightly pretty optimistic for this week and next week in this cross rate. So okay. So, but if you buy at here one, the stop I would create here round about 1.80, of course 1.9350. Don't forget it. So at least here under this deep blue and pink line. So and a little bit under. So perhaps we will get here. So if we take the stop like here, perhaps and then we squeeze out. Then we've got here this backflash, or I would say recovery, and then yet it goes. So I would still take this area here as a buy area, and here create a stop. And if your risk appetite is high enough, you can also go long here and even take the stop here downside. To look forward or make a synthesis, how it should go, or to my exception. Here, in my opinion, here we see the downside trend from last week. Here 1, 2. So perhaps I could here also create here something like a triangle. So here this downside pressures, and we see yesterday here we are, or today, not yesterday, today morning, the European session, we traded here around about this area. So here